security of Americans at risk, where we have an ambassador and 3 other Americans who died waiting for help. When she is emailing Sidney Blumenthal, and it was the Guccifer who put truth to the lie when she said, I never discussed Benghazi, then you're darn right she should get jailed.
It's I'm starting to question this entire country and what the hell we're doing here in America when somebody like Clinton, Hillary Clinton, who's done what she's done, is not in jail, or at least steps being taken and moving forward to at least put her on the stand in some sort of a trial where we decide whether or not she should be found not guilty or thrown in jail.
Right. No, I'm not saying that she should not have a fair trial. She should have a fair trial. Right. Let all the evidence come out, expose all the emails, expose all this stuff. I mean, even the White House has already put a lockdown on every single email that she had any correspondence to do with Obama for the next 50 years.
Yeah, I think that there's a deal made between her and Obama where...
well, Obama told her, said, I know I beat you and I know it was pretty bad, but I tell you what, I'll make you Secretary of State. I will pay your debt, which he did. Obama paid Hillary Clinton's debt for running her election in 08.
In 08, yeah.
And he told her, he said, you get the free reign. Just run it as Secretary of State. You don't even know how much money you can make.
But now he's protecting her illegal behavior.
Correct.
By making his attorney general not prosecute her.
Loretta Lynch.
Yeah, so he's putting out the order to not prosecute her right now. That's
Correct.
why she's not being prosecuted.
Correct.
And I believe it's possible that in 2012, when the Benghazi thing was going to affect Barack Obama's ability to get reelected, I think that he was protected, and so there was a back and forth. So he's going to protect her now from going to prison because she protected him in his ability to get reelected.
Oh.
By making it sound like it was a video. She lied her butt off about him. If she had just been honest from the get-go, it would have probably caused Obama to lose the election because the buck would have stopped with him. And the voters would have been outraged, and Romney would have been president. So Clinton definitely took steps in order to protect him in order to get reelected in 2012. That he's repaying her right now by not prosecuting for what she's done illegally.
Wow.
Yeah.
So apparently Guccifer is speaking with the FBI extensively.
It's not going to go anywhere. Isn't the FBI part of the executive branch?
Yeah, but they're saying right now that there's people in the FBI that have the power to move forward regardless of the administration.
But they work for Obama.
You know, and I'm only repeating what some of these higher individuals have said. They have said we will move forward with our investigation and take it to where it leads us.
And they should be allowed to do that. There should be some sort of a mechanism. And I don't know. I'm not an FBI guy. I'd love to have a conversation specifically about this with an FBI guy and ask them, is there like a whistleblower rule that you guys are allowed to do where you could investigate something that your main boss, the top of your chain of command, the president himself, is actively telling you, I don't want this investigated? I mean, how far do you go? I mean, if he's telling you, look, guys, I want you guys to leave this alone, don't you have to leave it alone?
Right.
So when I hear, the FBI is investigating this, isn't Barack Obama the main boss man? Can he just say, listen, drop it?
I mean...
And then what do you do? What if you're a high-ranking official at the FBI, and you're like, man, this is some bull Bush, bleep.
Right.
And I'm going forward with this.
There are people in the FBI that are saying that right now.
Right. But then you're under in your chain of command. The top of your chain of command is Barack Obama.
But what about whistleblowers? Aren't you allowed to whistleblow?
I mean, you almost have to resign. You would have to go to Congress because look at who's the big whistleblower that had to go to Russia?
Oh, Snowden.
Yeah, so Snowden
He had to go.
And there's a lot of people both on the left and the right, particularly libertarians, who are totally for Snowden, totally support him, and say we need to have more whistleblowers. I have mixed feelings on it because he ended up going to Russia. That's very, very interesting.
Shady to say the least.
But I do agree that if a government official, even a low-level guy like a Snowden, sees some highly illegal activity, they should be able to go through a procedure where they're going to blow a whistle. He could have, and there are, but you know what? A guy at his level, he didn't know. He didn't know where to go. He wasn't trained. Hey, if there's some shenanigans.
Snowden?
Yeah, he didn't know. He's like a bottom level guy. And he just happened to get his hands on some stuff that he probably shouldn't have had his eyes on. But when he did, he was like, oh, this stuff has got to be exposed.
Somebody's got to talk about this.
But he didn't know where to go. In hindsight, what he should have done was
gone to TMZ.
Not to TMZ. Oh my gosh. Yeah, not to TMZ.
I'm a lawyer.
No, what he should have done was go to his local representative to Congress and said, look, I got this.
It's going to be buried. It's going to be buried.
Well, it depends. If he goes to the right guy in Congress and says, hey, listen, I can't come out public because this is top secret. And I can't go to my boss man because it's about Obama.
Right.
This is going to expose my boss. You need to go to the legislative branch to somebody who's going to be...
Who's not corrupt.
Who's not corrupt, who's going to be open to hearing what you got.
Wow.
And he should have done that. And maybe it would have been okay.
He would have gone to jail for saying that he had that information.
To one of his legislators?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then it's not in place.
No.
I heard from an actual congressman he should have come to his local congressman. That I'm talking about a federal congressman. So like a Shabbat or something like that for us.
I don't know. You're going to go to jail and they find out that what you saw, what you got.
But these are people that you should be able to go to. You should be able to go to your local congressman and say, listen, I got top secret stuff that needs to come out.
Right. Here's they got a clip. Lou Dobbs. Follow him on Facebook. He's awesome. Lou Dobbs.
Yeah, he is awesome.
Just a 40-second clip on him talking about Grucifer and this whole situation.
The infamous Romanian hacker known as Guccifer, talking exclusively with Fox News, claims that he easily and repeatedly broke into Hillary Clinton's personal email server. Guccifer, whose real name is Marcel Lazar, said he first broke into Clinton confidant Sidney Blumenthal's AOL email account in March 3 years ago. And he used that as a stepping stone to get to the Clinton server. It was through that hack that Clinton's use of a personal account for official business on the email account clintonemail.com was first revealed to the public.
So the government told Hillary, no, you can't bring Sid Blumenthal on board as an advisor because he's a criminal. She said, okay, fine, that's fine. So Sid becomes a secret advisor,
right,
or an undisclosed advisor,
right? Yeah,
probably paid on the side from the Clinton Foundation,
right?
So he's still getting paid.
He was he an employee of the Clinton Foundation, something like that.
Probably
that way he can get paid legally,
right? And his AOL account.
This is why Clinton is going to lose in the general election.
Because she's using AOL. or her own server, or her friends are using AOL.
Even if she's tech savvy, as soon as young voters...
She's not tech savvy, and she complains. They say she complains often that she doesn't have enough emocons on her phone.
Emocons?
Yeah.
Not emoticons.
No, emocons.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so once young voters, millennials, when millennials hear that her personal email is from a AOL,
oh, that's grandma AOL. That's grandma
they
email.
are going to leave in droves. It's a mass exodus of millennials, I'll tell you that.
Well, when we were talking about the protest last week, about the protesters who claimed they were paid $3,500,
Right.
and he said, yeah, and I knew something was fishy because they were a bunch of old women with AOL accounts.
They're going to clown on
They
her.
were emailing me to go to be an extra in a riot, and they were emailing me from their AOL accounts, their AOL email accounts.
Wow. All they have to do is have an ad that says Clinton has an AOL account.
Yeah.
And it's over.
We need to make a meme. AOL, Clinton, AOL account holder, Clinton. So
Brought to you by AOL.
So it just keeps going down and down and down. It gets worse and worse. The closer this gets, if she wins this thing, steals this thing from the Democrat Party.
You mean the primary?
Correct. If she steals this thing from the primary, I'm telling you, listen to me, folks, right now. Now that it's just Trump, we need to focus our attention and focus our energy on getting out the Trump message. What does Trump stand for?
Stop
What is he
lying about him. Jeez.
Then, once it's defined who the Democrat nominee is, our goal is to expose them for the fraud that they are. There's not one single, and I know Rush talks about this all the time on his show, and we'll talk about this all the time on our show. There is not one single day that goes by that we have one mission in America to be on at all times, and that is to defeat Democrats
Wherever they are.
at all cost. Democrats are the cancer to society.
Because they are communists.
Right.
And communism is the cancer of society.
And there's nothing that they want more than to steal, to take control, to take power. Whatever it is that you have, they want, and they're going to take it. By hook or by crook, they're going to get the power. They're going to keep the power. They're going to pass the power off. It's going to be completely everything that they talk about not doing or claim that the Republicans are doing. They are doing it. There's nobody else that's doing it. They're consolidating. They have the war on women. They have the war on blacks. They have the war on America. They have all the wars, and they're assaulting every single free-loving human being around the world. That's just what they do. And this legacy thing, I'm going to tell you what. You, as a listener here on Smith Radio, you are going to be so informed on the extent of Hillary's destruction worldwide.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know how we could cover it all.
By the time we're done with this, you are going to be an expert on all the destruction and the death and the chaos
And
that she is,
corruption.
and the corruption that she has wreaked worldwide. Worldwide. I had a loyal, close friend of ours, if you will. I don't know if they were trolling me or not. They do have an AOL account.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
And all up until maybe about 5 years ago, they didn't know that it was free. And they were paying.
They were paying.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so painful.
So they know who they are. They're listening to me right now.
Oh.
And they made the comment that I think I'm voting Hillary.
And why would that be?
They did not engage. This individual would not engage. So I'm telling you right now, if you feel that you cannot pull the lever for the Trumpster, if you feel you cannot